Hello, guys. So, real quick, wanted to come to you about taking shortcuts in life. Sometimes we have to go through the valleys, the deserts, before we reach our destination instead of trying to take a shortcut. So today I got off at 4:45, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna take a shortcut. I am not even gonna take the highway, 5 o'clock traffic, yada 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 yada. And I'm saying I'm gonna take this shortcut right here. And it pushed me back even 15. It's just like it took me, instead of 45 minutes, an hour and 5 minutes to get home. And with no traffic at all, it's only probably a good 20-minute ride. Because I took a shortcut instead of saying, you know what, let me just go the long way. I try to take a shortcut, and that's how it is in life. We think if we do it this way, it'll be easier. Say, for instance, a couple decides to shack up, and now you're like, well, shack up, that's less bills on us, on each other. We can save up for marriage, yada 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 yada. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Something's going to come up because you're being basically disobedient. You're trying to do things your way instead of just going through whatever you're going through, living by yourself. And not like, me taking a shortcut with disobedient. It's just a simple fact that I'm thinking that if I went this way and did it this way, everything would be much faster. And no, sometimes we just have to go through it, just like shacking up. When your God honors you, God honors obedience. So if you're trying to do what's right and you're sitting there living by yourself or whatever have you, and you got bills, 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 I mean, it ain't going. It's going to be. It's easier that way versus shacking up. Cause you think, oh, I'm shacking up, and we going to eventually get married. Something's going to come up, and it's normally something that comes up that wouldn't have came up if you would have done things that's just right. And then on top of that, you're shacking up, and you think in your mind of all minds that God is going to honor that nonsense. He's not. He's not going to do it. So don't try to take shortcuts and do things. It's just like with people, for instance, thank you, Holy Spirit, for bringing this to me, because it was nobody but you. Claiming extra kids and extra people or whatever have you on their W-2s. Get a new job or whatever have you, claiming 6 or something kids for half the year, and then the other year, something's always going to come up because you're not being honest. You're being distrustful. You're not doing things the right way. Something's going to come up. But if you trust and believe, you know what, I'm struggling, God's got me, He's going to have you because you trust in Him. But when you try to do stuff on a sneak tip, who you think you're fooling? And then pray to Him for Him to come through on certain situations. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that. It does not work that way. It does not work that way. So sometimes we have to just go through it. Traffic. Who wants to sit in traffic? Nobody. But I can tell you what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm not going to take no shortcuts. I'm just going to go the way I normally go. I just thought, hey, and then when I got off the exit extra early, it was a breeze. No traffic, green lights, everything was all good until I got to one location. And I'm like, what in the world? I mean, stop and go, stop and go, stop and go, stop and go. Now I got to get gas. I wouldn't have had to get gas if I was on the highway. So, yeah. Just a little tidbit, But, yeah, we just can't do things the long way. We just have to go through it sometimes. Love you guys, and I'll be back with another.